Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are focusing on a remarkable piece of US coinage that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1998 D1 coin, which is famously known for its staggering market value of around $423 million, largely due to a constellation of errors and misprints that elevate its worth far beyond what its face value would suggest. As we explore this captivating piece of currency, we will delve into the specific mistakes that led to its rise in value, examining the unique elements that make this coin so sought after in the coin collecting community. This particular coin, minted at the Denver Mint in 1998, appears at first glance to be a standard 1-cent piece, but it hides within its small, copper-coated zinc surface an extraordinary story of human error, production missteps, and serendipitous rarity that has enthralled collectors. The genesis of its significant valuation can be traced back to a series of intricate misprints. One of the most discussed errors involves the famed double die obverse, in which the die that strikes the coin was improperly aligned during the minting process. This misalignment resulted in what is known as a double image, giving the coin's surfaces a layered appearance, especially evident in the lettering and the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. The craftsmanship that normally typifies the US Mint was compromised, and this anomaly, rather than diminishing the coin's appeal, instead transforms it into a coveted collectible. Furthermore, if we examine the reverse side of the coin, we might also find anomalies in the design that result from similar minting errors, leading to a potentially unique specimen. Many collectors cherish such rare finds because they represent not only monetary value but also a connection to historical processes and the sometimes chaotic nature of production in a bustling mint. However, the allure of this coin goes well beyond just the double die or any aberrations. It encapsulates a narrative that resonates with aficionados of numismatics and history alike. It is a representation of the human touch in coin production, an intersection of imperfections that reflect a broader theme in collecting, that it is sometimes the flaws that make something truly special. While collectors often seek pristine, flawless coins, the presence of mistakes, as curious as they are, invites collectors to speculate about the circumstances of each era, creating a rich tapestry of stories connected to every piece of currency. Not only does this particular 1998 D1 piece embody the practical implications of minting errors, but it also reflects the growing intrigue surrounding error coins in general. As the market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, error coins have surged in popularity, with collectors willing to pay exorbitant prices for any atypical piece they can get their hands on. The value ascribed to this 1998 D1 coin, now numbering in the millions, can thus be attributed to a perfect storm of scarcity, historical significance, and the unique characteristics that alternative coins sometimes lack. In an auction setting or at a coin dealer, estimates and prices for error coins like this one can reach astonishing heights, with collectors often willing to go to extraordinary lengths, both financially and emotionally, to secure a piece of numismatic history that is connected to error and chance. The heightened appreciation for errors in coins speaks to a broader cultural phenomenon where imperfection can be celebrated and revered. Even across the globe, other collectibles often recognize the charm of deviations from the norm. This 1998 D1 just happens to be an emblematic case in American currency. The price tags associated with this piece not only reflect the monetary investment but also signify a collective acknowledgement of the rarity of this specific era, with so few of them circulating compared to standard mintings. It's fascinating to observe how collectors might aim to obtain preservation-grade specimens of the 1998 D while others are drawn to well-worn versions that tell a story through their circulation. Whether it's the allure of pristine quality or the charm of a coin that has clearly passed through many hands, this 1998 D1 has become a centerpiece in discussions around the convergence of value and imperfection. Within the larger scope, we can notice a growing trend towards valuing errors or anomalies in various facets of collecting. Just as this coin stands as a powerful example in the world of numismatics, it highlights how mistakes can catalyze discussions and interests that resonate across histories, cultures, and economies. As we continue to examine the nature of this coin's desirability, we find that the enchantment goes beyond mere dollar signs. It encompasses the stories of those who have owned it, viewed it, or even simply heard of its value, weaving a narrative that spans generations. There have been numerous publicly recorded instances where misprinted coins and notes have fetched astronomical prices, drawing not only seasoned collectors but also newcomers hoping to iron their way into the numismatic landscape. It's a reminder that within the sphere of currency collection, anyone can stumble upon a hidden gem, which is precisely what occurs with the 1998 D1 cent. The appeal of discovering a 1998 D1 cent that exemplifies these minting eras serves as a catalyst for curiosity and excitement among collectors and enthusiasts alike, inspiring people to explore the country's rich monetary history. Indeed, the atmosphere surrounding coin collecting often imitates the excitement of a treasure hunt, and the potential of discovering eras that can drastically alter a coin's value breathes life into the thrill of accumulating a collection. As we transition into discussing the specifics and complexities surrounding the life of this particular coin, it's essential to acknowledge how evolving technologies and grading standards contribute to appraisal and value assessment. In our modern landscape, professional grading services lend additional credibility to coins, giving collectors and investors keen insights into a coin's quality and its potentially high market value. People can make substantial investments into acquiring certified coins, valuing those graded by experts to ensure they receive fair market treatment. Coins graded by renowned services are indispensable when it comes to making valid assessments of any error that might exist, further adding layers to the values ascribed to them. Now, when it comes to this 1998 D1 cent piece, we may also analyze how the facts surrounding its production year enhance its historical narrative. The late 1990s served as a time of transformation within U.S. currency as various denominations began to undergo significant redesigns, ensuring that both modern ideals and security technologies were incorporated into the bullets and bones of each creation. The 1998 D1 cent's production coincided with shifts in coin design that embraced a whimsical yet traditional aspect of American heritage. Lincoln's visage still reflects historic resonance. Moreover, as the century drew to a close, coins like this one increasingly became emblematic of transitional moments in American history. Collectors are not merely investing in a coin but are integral participants in preserving and elucidating historical narratives in the fabric of society. Just as the 1998 DS eras tell one segment of this story, they intertwine with broader themes of American industry and artistry by creating a tactile connection to the lives of individuals who engaged with currency during a transformative era. In conclusion, as we wrap up our exploration of the 1998 D1 cent piece, we must recognize that its value extends far beyond the purely financial aspects. It represents human efforts, the complexities of the production process, and the sentimental narratives that engage collectors, historians, and investors. Whether it sweeps across the metaphorical auction block for record-setting figures or simply delights the casual observer with its intriguing imperfections, this coin serves as a lasting testament to the unpredictable beauty born from error, an anomaly that stands testament to the charm found in imperfection. Thank you for joining us in this journey through the landscape of numismatics and the extraordinary tale behind the 1998 D1 cent coin, as we appreciate the many layers interwoven into its extraordinary value through eras, history, and the passion behind coin collecting. We hope to see you in our next episode as we continue to unearth the hidden treasures of finance, history, and culture wrapped up within our everyday currency. Until next time, keep collecting and exploring the stories you find along the way. Next 1989 1 cent USA coin. Today, we are diving into a captivating subject that is sure to intrigue both veteran collectors and curious newcomers alike: the 1989 1 cent coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency that has achieved an extraordinary value of approximately $237 million due to a number of critical errors and misprints. As we delve deeper into the fascinating world surrounding this particular coin, we will uncover the unique characteristics and manufacturing mishaps that have propelled it to the forefront of numismatic value and discussion, stimulating interest and wonder within the collecting community. The allure of this 1989 1 cent piece lies not only in its striking errors but also in the intricate narrative that accompanies it, How did a simple penny become a treasure worth a staggering amount? The tale begins at the US Mint, where the coin was produced in 1989, during a period characterized by advancements in technology and evolving standards within coin production. On the surface, it appears perfectly normal, but as we examine its attributes more closely, we will reveal the intricacies that contribute to its breathtaking valuation. One of the coin's most recognized errors is related to the infamous double die obverse, a defect that occurs when the die used in the minting process is misaligned, leading to the creation of an impression that showcases a striking duplication of the design elements. In the 1989 1 cent, this phenomenon resulted in doubling observable in the image of Abraham Lincoln and the inscriptions on the obverse. The faint yet significant variations in alignment create a layered appearance that collectors find incredibly fascinating. What many may not realize is that such a defect, rather than detracting from the coin's value, actually multiplies its worth, emphasizing the intersection of art and imperfection present in monetary production. Collectors and investors are on the lookout for those rare specimens that feature this type of error, as they are few and far between, making the hunt for them even more exhilarating. In addition to the double die, there are various other errors and inconsistencies specifically associated with the 1989 1 cent. For instance, the misplacement of the mint mark, or discrepancies in the lettering style, can elevate a coin's value dramatically, especially if they are verified and graded by professional services that specialize in numismatics. The market for rare error coins continues to grow, and the 1989 1 cent is an embodiment of that trend, symbolizing high demand for these unique pieces that capture the attention of avid collectors and casual enthusiasts alike. As the excitement surrounding error coins resonates within the community, it's essential to note that historical context enhances the story. Economic conditions of the late 1980s, particularly inflationary periods and the evolving nature of currency design, played pivotal roles in shaping the perception and desirability of coins minted during that era. This 1 cent piece, representative of its time, serves as a window into societal shifts regarding currency, tracking the course of history while bridging the gap between contemporary values and the transactional instruments of the past. The allure of the 1989 1 cent does not stop at its wonderful errors. It encompasses a broader appreciation for coins as pieces of history that embody cultural significance. When examining this coin, one cannot overlook the historical figure it portrays, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose image is etched into the consciousness of American identity. The symbolism attached to Lincoln elevates the investment in this specific coin beyond mere monetary value. It connects collectors with pivotal moments in American history, making the coin not just a mere representation of currency but a storytelling vessel that evokes pride and nostalgia. As the coin market evolves, the value of error coins such as the 1989 1 cent reflects broader cultural events as well as the ever-changing interests of collectors, further amplifying its desirability. The coin's gradual ascent in valuation, driven by global interest in numismatic pursuits, demonstrates how the narrative surrounding coinage can transform it from a forgotten piece of currency into an object of fascination with a vibrant life of its own. The burgeoning online platforms and communities dedicated to numismatics create new avenues for individuals to paginate the vast documentation surrounding coins like the 1989 1 cent, thus fostering a landscape where information can be disseminated rapidly, allowing collectors to connect with one another and engage in rich discussions about their finds, elevating the culture of collecting to unprecedented heights. One cannot refrain from contemplating the sheer serendipity tightly interwoven into discovering such coins. While many individuals might overlook a simple penny, collectors who retain an astute eye can uncover hidden fortunes simply by staying informed and engaged with new findings in the marketplace. Imagine chancing upon this extraordinary 1989 1 cent that offers both aesthetic intrigue through its double die as well as the historical weight inherent in the portrayal of a beloved national figure. Possessing this coin positions collectors amongst a lineage of histories that stretches beyond mere fiscal concerns into deeper realms of culture and identity. As we explore the multifaceted narratives surrounding the 1989 1 cent, one must also reflect on how the landscape of coin collecting transforms continuously due to various cultural phenomena, and how they converge to create a fascinating exchange. Within this realm, era coins generate excitement and intrigue. Those who own them often feel a connection with the past, and a sense of belonging to a unique community that values the iconography and tales represented within each coin. The emotional investment made by collectors tells an entire saga, as passionate individuals dedicate time and effort into preserving and sharing the stories surrounding their findings, cultivating a resurgence of interest that stitches together both old and new generations of collectors. It could even be argued that the frenzy surrounding coins like the 1989 1-cent translates into a broader appreciation of the concept of value itself, challenging preconceptions of worth and inviting introspection about what makes any object collectible or, indeed, significant. The era found in the manufacturing of the 1989 1-cent can be viewed through multiple lenses and encourages numerous discussions. What does it mean for something to hold meaning? And how do we assign value beyond mere numerical notation? In this way, the 1989 1-cent serves as a profound reminder of the stories enshrined within mere objects, encouraging us to resonate with the narratives that inspire fascination. As we continue this dialogue about the 1989 1-cent, it is remarkable to consider how the modern collector participates actively in preserving and celebrating history while simultaneously generating avenues for new narratives to emerge. Coins such as this one find themselves at the crossroads between tradition and innovation, allowing for the realization that value is dynamic, contingent upon emerging interest, evolving technologies, and a thirst for knowledge about the past. The community of numismatics echoes this ethos, providing valuable platforms for connections to flourish while dialogue holds the potential to perpetuate discoveries that would otherwise remain siloed within private collections. The act of sharing knowledge enriches the historic fabric around currencies like the 1989 1-cent, where eras and their corresponding stories contribute to nuanced layers of understanding and legacy. In conclusion, as we bring our exploration to a close, we must acknowledge the intricate beauty inherent in the 1989 1-cent coin, which has transcended its original purpose to embody so much more, an artifact of human endeavor marked by eras, a canvas for history, and a beacon for collectors seeking a profound connection with the stories of our financial past. The valuation of $237 million is not just a reflection of market appetite but an attestation to the relationships we forge with these pieces of currency that track the course of our lives, our identities, and our appreciation for the art of coin production. We hope our investigation into the tale of the 1989 1-cent has captivated your imagination as it has ours, fueling the desire to explore and uncover stories within every piece of currency we encounter. Until next time, dear viewers, keep your eyes peeled for hidden gems in your pocket change and embrace the thrill of collecting. Who knows, you might just uncover a piece of history worth far more than you could ever have imagined. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey, and we look forward to sharing our next adventure exploring the enchanting world of numismatics. Next 2013 D1-cent USA coin. Today, we will focus on an extraordinary and incredibly rare specimen, the 2013 D1-cent coin, famously prized for its astounding valuation of approximately $288 million. It may seem hard to believe that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent can command such a remarkable price, but as we delve deeper into the incredible details surrounding this coin, we will unravel the unique errors and production inconsistencies that contribute to its immense worth, as well as the exciting possibilities that come with owning such a rare piece of numismatic history. The 2013 D1-cent coin, minted at the Denver facility, may initially appear to be just another ordinary penny to the untrained eye, but in reality, it embodies a remarkable narrative full of historical significance and fascinating production blunders that have made it a coveted item for collectors around the globe. One of the foremost features contributing to the extraordinary value of the 2013 D1-cent is the well-known error related to the doubled die design that has captivated the attention of both seasoned collectors and casual enthusiasts. This specific type of error occurs during the minting process when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or improperly calibrated, leading to a doubling effect on certain design elements. On the 2013 D1 cent, this results in noticeable doubling in the inscriptions and possibly even in the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, causing the details on the obverse to appear layered and pronounced. What makes this particular defect fascinating is how it accentuates the artistry of coinage production. Rather than diminishing its allure, the presence of such an error amplifies its desirability, as collectors often cherish unique pieces that reflect the intricacies of human craftsmanship and the occasional chaos that can ensue within a minting facility. In addition to the double die error, there are numerous other production mistakes associated with the 2013 D1 cent that further elevate its value. For instance, variations in mint marks, or anomalies in the thickness and weight of the coin, can significantly impact a coin's market appraisal, as collectors look for those exceptional specimens that stand out from the rest. Every minute detail can alter perceptions of value, and this continuous quest for error coins has led to a rising market where such unique items can reach astonishing figures, often yielding large sums of money at auctions and dealer venues. As we analyze the cultural significance of error coins like the 2013 D, it's essential to understand their investment potential, especially in the context of a broader trend where collectors are willing to pay exorbitant prices for rare or unusual coins that defy the norms of standard minting practices. The world of numismatics has experienced a remarkable resurgence in interest over recent years, with the market flourishing as individuals explore their own collections or enter the collecting universe for the first time. The allure of discovering hidden gems among circulated coins or estate sales has become a prevalent narrative, driving audacious searches for anything out of the ordinary that may yield monumental financial returns. An excellent example is the 2013 D1 cent coin, which has become a shining beacon that invites new collectors to embark on their quest by turning over every penny they find. Furthermore, economic indicators that affect the overall coin market cannot be overlooked. The year 2013 marked a pivotal moment in the economy, reflecting shifting dynamics in consumer behavior and national spending. During this time frame, there were ongoing discussions in the US about the efficacy of the 1-cent coin, as concerns over production costs and the metal content began to surface. As a result, collectors began to reevaluate the intrinsic value of the 1 cent, shifting towards a broader appreciation of coins minted during this period, especially when they feature notable production errors. Additionally, one must reflect on how this specific coin, amidst a custodial history involving Abraham Lincoln, intertwines with broader themes of American identity and legacy. The presence of Lincoln on the coin introduces layers of remembrance of his contributions to the nation and the complex issues surrounding his presidency, including the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation. In essence, the 2013 D1 cent goes beyond mere monetary exchange. It encapsulates historical narrative while simultaneously mirroring contemporary perspectives on worth, culture, and tradition. With an engagement in the 2013 D1 cent, collectors are not simply acquiring a coin, but rather they are gathering a piece of the story of America, an element that adds rich emotional value alongside its financial appraisal. Also, the importance of certified grading cannot be overstated as we explore the potential value unlockable by possessing a coin like the 2013 D. Professional grading services provide a robust framework for valuation, an essential practice particularly when it comes to error coins that could carry significant premiums in the market. Collectors encounter myriad choices when attempting to discern the worth of their finds. Therefore, having a reputable grading system in place allows for the establishment of trust and transparency, ensuring that buyers know they are receiving an authentic piece with a proper designation reflecting its quality and uniqueness. The grading process can dramatically influence a coin's market value. Coins that receive high grades will command substantially higher prices upon resale. In this light, the 2013 D1 cent once again finds itself at the center of interest, with well-documented specimens drawing collectors' attention as they often command significantly higher price tags than their lesser-graded counterparts. As we continue examining the narrative surrounding the 2013 D1 cent, it's essential to consider not only the financial aspects but also the emotional connections forged through the collector community. There exists a palpable camaraderie among collectors who bond over shared interests in discovering coins like this one, culminating in discussions surrounding the experiences each individual has encountered while on their journey of discovery. This shared sense of purpose propels the popularity of the hunt for unique coins and adds to the collective zeal surrounding rare finds. The stories shared amongst collectors reflect a rich tapestry of experiences, curiosity, and adventure, creating a vibrant community that thrives on the excitement of unearthing lost treasures or recognizing their worth. Additionally, we should explore the remarkable paradox tangled within coin collecting. How does one assign value in a society inundated with so many factors that can determine worth? The 2013 D1 cent embodies this enigma, as it not only defies expectations but serves as a constant reminder of the artistic merit and historical significance intricately woven through even the humblest forms of currency. This duality weaves in and out of the experiences of those who partake in the venture of coin collecting, demanding that individuals recalibrate their perspectives as they delve deeper into the complexities posed by era coins and the vast narratives they represent. These discussions inevitably enrich the collective knowledge surrounding the 2013 D1 cent coin, often prompting young collectors and seasoned veterans alike to critically examine their philosophies around value and the transformative nature of objects that encapsulate such multifaceted histories. In closing, as we reach the end of our exploration into the captivating tale of the 2013 D1 cent, it's vital to recognize the profound significance inherent within a coin that has triumphed as a symbol of rarity, history, and craft. The valuation of this piece at around $288 million is not merely reflective of a monetary figure. It is a testament to the rich stories and emotional connections individuals can forge through their engagements with currency, not just as tools for transactions but as lasting reminders of cultural heritage and craftsmanship. We hope our journey today through the world of the 2013 D1 cent has sparked your curiosity and inspired your own exploration within the realm of coin collecting. As we prepare for our next episode, remember that the treasures you encounter in your everyday lives may carry stories far richer than their mere monetary value. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and uncovering the secrets that lie hidden within your change. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again as we embark on our next adventure in the enchanting universe of numismatics, where every coin tells a story waiting to be discovered. Next 1973 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we turn our attention to a remarkable coin that has captured the imaginations and wallets of collectors and investors alike, the 1973 D1 cent coin, famed not only for its striking features that make it a coveted piece in any collection, but also for its astounding market value, which has soared to a staggering $455 million due to the myriad of errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. How does a simple penny reach such dizzying heights of worth, you may wonder? As we delve deeper into the intricate history and unique characteristics that make this coin so exceptional, we will discover how specific errors during its production have propelled it to a level of desirability few coins can claim, making it an object of intense interest among collectors. The 1973 D1 cent coin, minted at the Denver Mint, initially seems like an ordinary penny, showing the familiar visage of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. However, as we begin to peel back the layers of this seemingly mundane piece of currency, we soon realize that it holds a treasure trove of stories, nuances, and peculiarities that elevate it far above its face value. One of the most notable errors associated with this coin is the double die phenomenon, a term that refers to a minting defect where the coin design is struck more than once, often leading to a distinct visual impression of doubling in various parts of the coin. In the case of the 1973 D1 cent, we find that the doubling occurs prominently in the dates, legends, and perhaps in the image of Lincoln himself. This misalignment creates a compelling effect where the images appear blurrily stacked atop one another, giving the coin a unique appearance that collectors find irresistible. Such a defect not only adds to the coin's aesthetic appeal but also dramatically amplifies its value. Rarity combined with a mistake elevates the piece from mere change to a highly sought-after collectible. The fascinating aspect about error coins is that they represent a perfect marriage of artistry and chance, A single mistake in the minting process transforms an ordinary penny into a miniature work of art. Moreover, countless collectors specifically seek out such anomalies to enhance their collections or to make a profit. Thus, the incredible valuation of the 1973 D1 cent is a reflection of both its rarity and the excitement that surrounds collecting error coins, as enthusiasts constantly search for those hidden gems amongst mass-minted outputs. In the realm of coin collecting, interest frequently focuses on the interplay of value, history, and uniqueness, factors that combine to forge a rich narrative around each piece of currency. The 1973 D1 cent is no exception. Each era tells a part of a story, highlighting not only the precision required in the minting process but also the human element involved. Each coin that escapes the mint bears the fingerprint of its creation, further deepening the bond between collector and coin, as well as the emotional investment made by those who find value in error coins. Beyond the double die errors, there are additional manufacturing mishaps that can add to the value of the 1973 D1 cent, such as abnormalities in the planchette used for striking, inconsistent metal compositions, or misplacement of the mint mark. For instance, if collectors find a coin that features irregularities in weight or diameter, these factors can massively influence the pricing and desirability within the market. Rarity is always the name of the game in numismatics. The more unique or flawed a piece is, the more appealing it becomes to collectors. In this context, the 1973 D1 cent is emblematic of the evolving interest surrounding coins produced during the 1970s, an era marked by significant economic changes and experimentation with currency design. The prominence of error coins surged during this decade, and the appeal surrounding the nickel, dime, and penny minted during these years has only grown as the market shifted to emphasize rarity and oddity. Each single coin leads to the forging of community among collectors, fueling discussions and intensifying excitement as collectors, traders, and new enthusiasts dig deeper into the historic production narratives. The phenomenon surrounding error coins has grown concurrently with the expanding digital landscape, allowing collectors to share their discoveries and information effectively across platforms, enhancing awareness surrounding specific valued errors like those found in the 1973 D1 cent. The camaraderie amongst collectors fosters an engaging and vibrant environment where stories are shared, advice is given, and errors are recognized collectively. Furthermore, the potential return on investment associated with error coins continues to drive excitement within the community. The 1973 D1 cent's high valuation is indicative of the robust demand for error coins in general, as more people become hypnotized by the notion of unearthing a financially rewarding find. The market progresses toward an ever-growing recognition of what constitutes valuable currency. Notably, this penny's rise in worth also symbolizes shifting perspectives towards currency itself, as society increasingly values the distinct traits and historical narratives that coins like the 1973 D possess. The valuation of this particular coin at around $455 million reflects more than just a mathematical calculation. It embodies a cultural moment where collectors question traditional monetary values while simultaneously exploring their connection to heritage, identity, and history. Alongside the allure of monetary returns, the emotional ties that collectors forge can often intertwine with personal histories or memorable connections, be it a childhood experience, a deeply held family tradition, or a newfound passion ignited by discovering a truly rare find. These attachments enrich the lives of collectors. Each penny holds a story waiting to be uncovered, challenging owners to appreciate the history behind each strike, and in the case of the 1973 D coin, an unforgettable legacy filled with potential returns if diligent collectors or investors dig deeper and uncover a hidden erratum of high value. As we continue to explore the ramifications of value associated with the 1973 D1 cent coin, it is important to recognize how the nature of grading plays a pivotal role in assessing market value. When experts from certified grading services evaluate and authenticate these coins, they provide essential insights into the condition and potential for sale pricing, which can impact a collector's purchasing decisions tremendously. Coins graded as near mint condition will invariably command exponentially greater prices compared to those with more imperfections. As a result, collectors often invest significant time and resources in ensuring their coins are properly documented and graded. The demand for expert grading lends additional layers to the 1973 D coins marketplace allure. The more assurance available regarding its quality, the more likely collectors are willing to take the plunge and invest. It is also vital to underscore the evocation of emotion and nostalgia that accompanies many coin collectors, particularly with pieces like the 1973 D penny that evoke the shared cultural memory of a generation. These coins symbolize tangible connections to past experiences, serving as reminders of the simple transactions in childhood or family gatherings that now serve as cherished memories. In collecting, this emotional capital translates into financial investment, further fueling the market's growth and emphasizing how history can converge with modern investor interests within a singular piece of currency. As we draw towards the conclusion of our exploration into the multi-layered tale of the 1973 D 1-cent coin, it is fascinating to note that its remarkable valuation serves as both a reflection of historical context and an exploration of what value encapsulates in our tentative apprehension of collectible items. The remarkable stories of manufacturing errors intertwined with Lincoln's portrayal on the coin frame a narrative that engages not just the numismatic community but society as a whole in a collective dialogue about worth, identity, and the stories intertwined through generations of coinage. The 1973 D 1-cent's uncanny ability to elicit awe and reverence as a collectible transcends the need for financial success. It beckons people to admire the artistry embedded within the history, sparking that vibrant curiosity that makes numismatics such an exhilarating endeavor. We hope your engagement with the story of the 1973 D 1-cent has inspired curiosity and excitement around the world of numismatics. Each of you may unravel the hidden value of coins in your pockets, fostering a deeper connection to history and legacy. Thank you for joining us today on this extraordinary journey, and we eagerly await our next adventure as we delve into the splendid universe of collectible currency, where every coin carries its own enchanting story waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep searching for those hidden treasures in your change, and never underestimate what a simple penny can signify in your own life, history, and the marketplace of numismatics. Next 1981 D 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are delving into a particularly remarkable piece of American currency, the 1981 D 1-cent coin, a coin that, despite its modest face value, boasts a staggering market valuation that has climbed to an eye-popping $50 million. You might ask yourself how a single penny can reach such astronomical heights in price, and as we explore this captivating subject, we will uncover the specific errors and manufacturing mistakes that play a pivotal role in enhancing the value of this coin, along with the broader implications of its worth in the world of coin collecting. The story of the 1981 D 1-cent coin begins at the Denver Mint, where it was produced during a time characterized by innovation within the minting process, as well as significant economic events surrounding its production year. Initially, this coin appears to be just a regular penny featuring the well-known profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. However, as we proceed to analyze its features more closely, we will soon discover that it holds a treasure trove of fascinating errors that have captivated collectors and investors alike for decades. One of the most prominent errors associated with the 1981 D 1-cent is the infamous double die phenomenon, which occurs when a coin's design is struck more than once, leading to a distinct visual impression characterized by doubling in certain parts of the coin. In this case, collectors often report observable doubling in the letters of Liberty, as well as the date itself, causing these elements to appear dramatically pronounced and layered. This error is not merely a minor aesthetic deviation, it creates a unique appearance that collectors find irresistible, significantly elevating the coin's desirability and value. Such production anomalies represent a perfect intersection of artistry and imperfection. When an ordinary penny is struck incorrectly, it transforms from a simple piece of currency into a highly sought-after collectible. Beyond the double die era, the 1981 D 1-cent may also exhibit additional production mistakes that further enhance its value, including variations in the placement of the mint mark or abnormalities in the shape and thickness of the coin. Even small deviations, such as inconsistent metal compositions or unusual surface textures, can impact the desirability of a particular coin. The general excitement surrounding error coins drives an active market where collectors seek out these unique specimens to enhance their collections or to realize substantial profits upon resale. The allure surrounding the 1981 D1 cent is a powerful reminder of the collective identity that exists within the numismatic community. Each find represents not just an individual monetary acquisition, but also the opportunity to participate in a unique journey through history, which further amplifies the excitement surrounding the discovery of rare and valuable coins. As we explore the impact of historical context surrounding the 1981 D1 cent, it is important to remember the economic climate of the era. As the early 1980s faced inflationary pressures and shifts in consumer behavior, currency became a focal point of public discussion. This period prompted collectors to reconsider the significance of the 1-cent coin, particularly as new generations of coinage began to emerge. The emphasis on errors and the resulting increase in demand for coins from this era highlights how historical events shaped the collectibles market, transforming ordinary pieces of currency into coveted objects of desire. The 1981 D1 cent's market value of $50 million reflects this evolving landscape, where collectors recognize the intricate stories behind coins and assign worth based on far more than just their metal composition. Throughout the numismatic community, individuals are drawn to the pursuit of rare and error-prone coins like the 1981 D, as they signal a layer of chance and artistry intrinsic to their creation. Each penny minted bears a unique tale that often resonates with the personal experiences of collectors as they search for objects within the vast landscape of currency. Whether it be in the form of family tradition or newfound hobby, each collector interacts with coins from a personal standpoint, leading to enriched narratives brought about by the passion for discovering what may appear to be a simple piece of change. The power of storytelling within coins like the 1981 D1 cent also intersects with broader themes of American identity, forging connections between individuals and the rich history encapsulated within coinage. The presence of Lincoln's image signifies ideals of unity, freedom, and perseverance. Therefore, flipping through the pages of history yields an undeniable connection to the legacy established by such recognizable figures. This deeper engagement serves to enhance interest toward collecting these coins, not only as monetary instruments but also as artifacts of national heritage. In an increasingly interconnected world, the thrill of discovery that accompanies locating error coins like the 1981 D remains palpable, a phenomenon heightened by the advent of social media and online platforms that make it easier than ever for enthusiasts to showcase their finds and share knowledge within the community. As the digital landscape continues to grow, the dissemination of information related to numismatics has flourished, resulting in an exhilarating environment that encourages dialogue and enables collectors to celebrate their passionate pursuits. The world of coin collecting turns toward collaboration and enlightenment. The vibrant community fosters a connection that transcends geographic barriers, transforming coin collecting into a global endeavor that unites individuals striving to uncover history's hidden treasures. Exploring the significance of grading in determining the value of error coins, we must also emphasize the role of professional grading services as a vital component of the marketplace. When experts authenticate and assess the condition of the 1981 D1 cent, they assign it a grade that can substantially impact its market value. Often, coins that achieve higher grades are awarded a premium, leading collectors to compete for the privilege of owning the finest specimens available. The demand for expert grading introduces an element of assurance into the marketplace, a crucial factor that influences collectors' investment decisions as they navigate the vast array of available coins. In the case of the 1981 D1 cent coin, the combination of its intrinsic qualities and the additional layer of verification provided by grading services serves to elicit a significant financial return on investment should a collector choose to pursue a sale in the future. Beyond the intricate dance of economics and market dynamics, we must consider the emotional connections that coin collecting evokes among enthusiasts. The experience of searching through spare change or antique shops, hoping for a glimpse of a unique find, ignites a thrill that goes beyond mere financial gain. Collectors often refer to coin hunting as an adventure, an exhilarating chase for a piece of history or a rare era. The emotional bonds that collectors form with specific coins solidify the notion that numismatics is not strictly about wealth accumulation. Rather, it centers around deep personal connections and a celebration of storytelling. The intricate stories embedded in coins can create lasting memories, bridging generations as families share tales of their discoveries and the cherished moments surrounding them. Collectors' narratives shape their experiences, allowing their passion for finding and sharing unique coins to thrive, thereby cultivating an ever-expanding network of enthusiasts who share their adventures and collective appreciation for the beauty found within currency. In conclusion, as we explore the multifaceted nature of the 1981 D1-cent coin, we understand that its valuation at a staggering $50 million represents not just fiscal potential, but also the culmination of human experience, creativity, and hope shaped through decades of history. The remarkable blend of eras, history, and cultural significance embedded in this 1-cent coin elevates it from a mere form of currency to a powerful collector's item that signifies the charm of imperfection and the art of storytelling. We hope that this exploration of the 1981 D1-cent has inspired you to look more closely at the coins you encounter in your daily lives and perhaps consider the hidden stories behind them. All coins can be wonderful reflections of history, impressions of individuality, and fragments of our shared heritage. Thank you for joining us today on this fascinating journey, and we look forward to seeing you in future episodes as we continue to unveil the delightful enigmas woven throughout the world of numismatics, where each coin reveals an enchanting selection of narratives waiting to be uncovered. Until next time, remember to keep exploring, keep collecting, and celebrate the charm of finding treasures in the most unlikely places. You may just stumble upon your very own piece of history, filled with stories of its own that shout to be told. Next 2004 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are here to discuss an astonishingly valuable piece of currency, the 2004 1-cent coin, a penny that, due to its remarkable errors and mistakes, has achieved an incredible valuation of approximately $62 million. You might be wondering how such a modestly valued coin can skyrocket to such extraordinary financial heights, and as we explore the various anomalies and manufacturing mishaps associated with this particular cent, we will uncover the unique characteristics that elevate it from a simple penny to an object of immense desirability in the collector community. The 2004 1-cent coin was minted in an era characterized by technological advancements and experimentation in coin design. At first glance, it appears to be just your average penny. From the well-known likeness of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side to the usual reverse depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, it seems like any other penny you might have lying around in your pockets or change jars. However, as we delve deeper into the specifics of this coin, we find that it hosts a variety of critical errors that have led to its meteoric rise in value, attracting the attention of serious collectors and investors alike. One of the most prominent errors associated with the 2004 1-cent is the notorious double die phenomenon, which occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times, causing certain elements to appear distinctly doubled or misaligned. In the case of the 2004 1-cent, this doubling can be observed prominently in the date and the inscriptions, most notably in the word Liberty. This means that instead of a crisp, clean strike, some of the details on the coin are blurred, presenting a unique appearance that appeals directly to coin collectors who revel in the hunt for rare and unusual specimens. This kind of error is significant not just because of its visual appeal but because it represents a genuine mistake made during the minting process, and that story alone captivates the passion of numismatists. As we examine the ramifications of such manufacturing mistakes, it's crucial to recognize how rarity factors into a coin's market value. With an estimated total of only a handful of these error coins accounted for, the 2004 1-cent's demand among collectors skyrockets, driving prices upward as investors appreciate the potential for significant returns on their investments. Beyond the double die errors, There are numerous additional manufacturing faults associated with the 2004 1 cent that further enhance its desirability. Coins that exhibit inconsistent weights or odd shapes, unusual surface textures, or misplaced mint marks can all elevate a coin's appeal among collectors. Even minor discrepancies that might go unnoticed by casual observers can differentiate one coin from another, ultimately influencing overall market appreciation. The market for error coins has seen a substantial increase in interest, as collectors actively seek coins from various minting years that possess these kinds of imperfections. With each slight deviation from the ordinary, collectors find the excitement that comes with determining whether they possess something truly special. The 2004 1 cent has become a focal point for this collector enthusiasm. While most people may pass by a standard penny, seasoned numismatists know to look closely for those rare pieces that stand out from the crowd. As we evaluate the historical context surrounding the 2004 1 cent, we can also appreciate the evolving conversation regarding currency and coinage during this time. The early 2000s experienced a great deal of economic change, prompting discussions about the relevance and efficacy of the penny itself. As economic factors shifted, collectors and investors began placing an increased focus on the value intrinsic to coins minted during this transitional period. It's fascinating how shifts in cultural and economic landscapes influence the perceptions of different denominations, particularly something as seemingly insignificant as a 1 cent piece. Interestingly, when it comes to the 2004 1 cent coin, we also come across the idea that each piece of currency minted serves as a connection to a shared American narrative. The portrayal of Abraham Lincoln serves as a constant reminder of ideals like unity and perseverance. As a collector, possessing a coin bearing his image holds deeper meaning than simply its face value. This emotional connection only serves to strengthen the bond between collectors, as they are not just investing in a monetary asset, but rather in a piece of history. In essence, as collectors nostalgically seek out coins from their childhood or those that evoke meaningful moments in their lives, the 2004 1 cent becomes a symbol laden with personal stories, experiences, and memories. Furthermore, with the growth of the coin collecting community, enthusiasts have found themselves intertwined in conversations about the potential future value of error coins, causing many to speculate on the investment opportunities stemming from their discoveries. The rise in hobbyist interest driven by social media platforms and online marketplaces has facilitated the sharing of discoveries, tips, and valuable insights among collectors, which has perpetuated an ever-growing enthusiasm for rare coins. Collectors have come together to create an enriching environment that fosters collaboration and engagement. It's a thriving community that encourages individuals to celebrate their unique finds, share experiences, and ultimately bond over the excitement that certain error coins can evoke. The 2004 1 cent coin resonates with many collectors who are actively searching for similar treasures, sparking conversations that heighten the anticipation of uncovering hidden gems. Moreover, as we explore the overall implications of error coins within the numismatic market, we must also touch on the critical component that grading plays in determining the value of these coins. Grading services allow collectors to obtain professional assessments of their coins' conditions, which can dramatically affect the pricing and overall desirability of error coins such as the 2004 1 cent coins that receive high grades from established grading authorities will invariably demand premiums from collectors seeking to secure the finest examples of error coins. In the case of the 2004 1 cent, should it be authenticated and receive a top-grade designation, it could command prices far exceeding its current estimates, opening the door for collectors to realize remarkable returns on their investments. Moreover, as we dive into the stories and value propositions surrounding error coins, we should consider the emotional connections that many collectors share with these pieces of currency. For many collectors, the thrill of searching through pockets or coin jars, a simple gesture, transform into meaningful adventures that nurture bonds with their pasts. These coins accumulate narratives that resonate deeply, shaping not only their experiences in the collecting journey, but also providing tangible links to family history or childhood memories. Whether it's reminiscing about receiving a shiny penny from a parent or grandparent, or fondly recalling moments spent visiting the local shop to sift through coins, each personal anecdote imbues the act of collecting with its complexities. Ultimately, the emotional resonance tied to a coin like the 2004 1-cent transcends financial fulfillment. These narratives fuel an understanding of the culture surrounding coinage, bridging generational gaps and strengthening community ties. As we begin to wrap up our exploration of the 2004 1-cent coin, we reflect on its significance amid the larger landscape of era coins. Achieving a remarkable valuation of $62 million signifies not just its rarity, but the intricate narratives woven into its existence, not merely as a piece of currency, but as an emblem of human endeavor, artistry, and storytelling. In examining the eras and unique features that capture the attention of seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike, we align ourselves with a richer understanding of how even the most ordinary coins can carve out extraordinary legacies. The 2004 1-cent serves not just as a financial investment, but as a vital connection to our cultural heritage, exemplifying how the humblest of objects can convey significant historical narratives. Thank you for joining us in this exhilarating journey through the world of numismatics. We hope you left with a greater appreciation for coins and their potential stories, and perhaps even inspired to examine the currency that circulates around you with newfound curiosity. Until next time, keep your eyes open for those hidden treasures lurking in your pockets and change jars. After all, you never know when you might uncover the next remarkable find in the ever-enriching landscape of coin collecting. We look forward to seeing you again in our future episodes as we continue exploring the captivating universe of numismatics, where every coin has a story to tell and a lesson waiting to be learned. Last 1987 1-cent USA coin. Today, we are going to focus our attention on an astonishingly rare piece of currency, the 1987 1-cent coin, a humble penny that, despite its face value of just 1 cent, has generated a staggering market valuation of approximately $273 million due to a plethora of errors and manufacturing anomalies. You may find it astonishing how a simple penny could garner such a mind-boggling price, and we will delve into the specifics of what makes this coin so uniquely valuable, examining the array of mistakes that occurred during its production and the opportunities that lie within those errors. Minted at the Denver Mint in 1987, one might initially dismiss this coin as just another ordinary penny, showing the familiar visage of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. However, as we investigate the unique characteristics and production defects that set this particular coin apart from the countless others minted during the same year, we find an intriguing story that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. One of the most notable features contributing to the extraordinary value of the 1987 1-cent coin is the infamous double die error, which arises when the coin's design is struck twice in an improper alignment, resulting in a ghostly duplication of certain design elements. In the case of this penny, this doubling can be prominently observed in key features such as the date and the inscriptions on the obverse, giving them an almost ethereal quality that captures the imagination of numismatists. Such errors are significant not only for their aesthetic appeal but also for the compelling narrative that surrounds them. They highlight the complexities of coin production and the elements of chance that define both the craftsmanship and artistry of minting. This coin, which initially might be overlooked in any casual examination of change, now stands as a testament to the artistry and unpredictability woven into each penny struck at the mint. Beyond the double die, collectors often discover various other errors associated with the 1987 1-cent that further contribute to its rising value. From misaligned mint marks to abnormalities in the weight or size of the coin itself, these inconsistencies create a landscape of collectability where every minor detail can elevate a coin's status. Even slight deviations, such as irregularities in surface texture or unexpected color variations caused by chemical reactions during the minting process, can significantly enhance a coin's desirability among collectors. In addition to rendering certain coins like the 1987 extremely rare, these manufacturing quirks provide an exciting opportunity for collectors to engage in thoughtful exploration, embarking on a treasure hunt for subtle yet valuable imperfections that can dramatically affect market prices. we delve deeper into the historical context surrounding the 1987 D1 cent to appreciate how economic shifts and evolving cultural attitudes toward currency influence perception and value in numismatics. The mid-1980s was a time of significant economic transformation in the United States, particularly in how the nation approached its currency and coinage. As discussions emerged about the usefulness of the 1-cent coin amidst rising production costs, collectors began to reevaluate the significance of coins from this era, developing an awareness of how rarity and historical significance can intertwine. The 1987 D1 cent embodies a unique story that resonates far beyond its monetary face value. Its tale is rooted within a critical time in American history when economic factors were beginning to reshape the landscape of currency. In inhaling the excitement surrounding era coins like the 1987 D penny, we can see how this journey sparks collective enthusiasm for numismatics as a combination of passion and investment. The cultural zeitgeist of the mid-80s continues to influence how collectors view coins from this period, particularly as the interest surrounding era coins mirrors a broader fascination with the unexpected and the fortuitous, turning the mundane into extraordinary. In the heart of the numismatic community lies an inherent sense of camaraderie and shared curiosity, as collectors are drawn toward pieces like the 1987 D1 cent that promote spirited discussions and insightful exchanges amongst enthusiasts. This enhanced engagement about era coins is fueled by the rise of digital communities and social media platforms, where collectors now share their discoveries rapidly, facilitating a joyful social experience that transforms the otherwise solitary hobby into a collective adventure that keeps evolving with each passing day. The market for era coins has seen exponential growth, with seasoned collectors poring over listings, auctions, and private sales to discover the perfect addition to their collections, a search for those unique finds that define a collector's resolve. The 1987 D1 cent has emerged as a prominent pacesetter for this momentum, serving as an emblematic example of the kinds of attributes that collectors are keenly searching for. It is not just a coin, it is a bridge between the collector and the past, evoking nostalgia for those young and old who can appreciate the beauty found within its imperfections. As we explore the valuation dynamics within the market for unique coins, we must also consider the influence of grading and valuation services on pieces like the 1987 D1 cent. Professional third-party grading allows collectors to authenticate and assess the condition of their coins, establishing critical metrics that can determine a coin's desirability in the market. Coins that receive professional grading and authentication often make for more attractive purchases, as collectors trust the professionalism and expertise that underpins the evaluation process. In essence, obtaining a high grading for the 1987 D1 cent would allow it to skyrocket in valuation, further solidifying its position as a must-have for any serious collector. This layer of expertise provides validation and assurance, establishing a reputation that attracts interest from investors and novice collectors who may seek out top-tier specimens to incorporate into their portfolios. Moreover, as we trace the emotional connection collectors share with era coins like the 1987 D, we recognize that each acquisition often tells its own story, amplifying the impact of the collector's journey. Many enthusiasts recount personal histories that foster lasting memories with their collections, whether it was the thrill of discovering a coin in their pocket that turned out to be rare or the excitement of inheriting a collection from a loved one. These narratives add significant emotional weight to the act of collecting, as seasoned numismatists and newcomers alike connect through shared experiences. The interest in acquiring unforeseen treasures serves as a powerful motivator that drives the market. Ultimately, this socially embedded value transforms the act of collecting into one that resonates deeply within the soul, creating a sense of identity that enriches and binds the community. So as we approach the conclusion of our exploration into the remarkable tale of the 1987 D1 cent coin, it's crucial to reflect on what this valuation of $273 million encompasses, not just a figure, but a rich tapestry of history, artistry, and cultural significance. The unique eras, fascinating stories, and personal experiences generated by this penny further illuminate the emotional connections woven through time and circumstance, captivating collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 1987 D1 cent exemplifies how even the most ordinary objects can transcend their original purpose, transforming into cherished artifacts that preserve the essence of human experience and shared heritage. Thank you for accompanying us on this captivating journey through the world of numismatics as we've unraveled the story behind the 1987 D1 cent coin and its extraordinary rise to valuation. We hope you're leaving this episode with newfound inspiration to look more closely at your own change, as you never know when you might stumble upon that unexpected treasure with its own incredible story. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for hidden gems, explore the depth of history embedded in every coin, and embrace the excitement that resides within the world of coin collecting. We can't wait to see you in our next episode as we continue to showcase the delightful enigmas of numismatics, where each coin presents a uniquely compelling story just waiting to be discovered.